is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Coach Venables told me before the game, he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteers offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to...
There's some room. It's a runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. The pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. A little release to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Throwing Raiola. With the catch, it's Baker. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff. Just steamrolling the defense. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And, man, you've got gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They feed him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And Small, this is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Bowman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Running inside. It's Overton. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll run it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. into the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Right down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Raiola to throw. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
Fourth down, Raiola. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Sweet cut there. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than this late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. Running through contact. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. And that is their Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback who is down this late in the season. So many hopes riding on him. We'll have Holly check on his status. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback adapted. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like, second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered. Doesn't force the football. And even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big first down for this offense.
He's got it on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in. First losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Gets away. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Running to Green. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Raiola. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Washington. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Trying to take it back.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gonna run it. It's Overton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throwing Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This lead in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Raiola to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a second left. Now to see if they can score before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's start with TCU taking on the Baylor Bears. And it's the Horned Frogs looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Norman. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Vols will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with Coach Venables at the half. This game is going according to script. He said, I knew this was going to be a dogfight here today. Both teams undefeated this late in the season, and both have their playoff hopes on the line. There has to be a change here, though, in the third quarter, and he's asked his team to step up the intensity to separate themselves here in the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Back to pass. It's Washington. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go right back to Hardy. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
From the gun on third down, Raiola. He's got his man, makes the grab. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. The play fake, Raiola. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Jackson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff to the single back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Here's Raiola to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Holds it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Vols! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Dropping back, it's Washington. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The Sooners will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for a crease, it's Gordon. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might as well stick with him. Here's a little room there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Play action with Raiola. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Play action, Dylan Raiola. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Snagged out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
So here is the Tennessee offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Motion from the wideout. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Baker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The 30, the 20. Pass to 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooner.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the extra point is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baker. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There's a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. And the route is on. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The short hands, it's Bishop. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Maybe some room here. The 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. His drive will open from the 15. Running inside. It's Baker. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.